Hello, I am Sucheta. Welcome to the today's session Disk Scheduling Algorithm SSTF, that is Shortest Seek Time First. The I/O requests for the disk are placed at the queue. Now we'll see how these requests are serviced with respect to SSTF scheduling algorithm. The basic idea of SSTF algorithm is the tracks which are closer to the current disk head position should be serviced first in order to minimize the seek operation. Means we need to select the request with the minimum seek time from the current head position. So now we'll illustrate the working of SSTF algorithm with an example. So we'll consider a disk queue with the request for I/O to blocks and cylinders as 98, 183, 37, 122, 14, 124, 65 and 67. The head starts at the position 53. So now we'll consider the disk from the track 0 to 199 to illustrate this example. So according to SSTF algorithm, from the current head position, so read-write head will move to the next track which is closer to it. So in the question they have given the head starts at the location 53. So initially the read-write head is pointing to the location 53. So now we have to find from location 53, so which track is having the minimum seek time. So out of the request in the I/O queue, so we have to find from 53 track, so which request is having the minimum seek. From the track 53, the minimum seek time track is 65. So the read-write head will move from the location 53 to 65. Again from 65 to, that is 65 is the current position now, from 65 to the next request which is having minimum seek time is the track 67. So the read-write head will move from the location 65 to 67. So now the current read-write head position is 67. So from 67, the next request which is having minimum seek time is 37. So the read-write head will move from the location 67 to 37. So now the current read-write head position is 37 and the next minimum seek time request is 14. So read-write head will move from the location 37 to 14. Again from current position 14, the remaining request which is having minimum seek time is 98. So the read-write head will move from the location 14 to 98. Now the current read-write head position is pointing to the track 98. From 98, the minimum seek time request, remaining minimum seek time request is to track 122. So the read-write head will move from the location 98 to 122. So from location 122, the next minimum seek time request is to track 124. So the read-write head will move from the location 122 to 124. The remaining last request is 183. So that is the minimum seek time from 124. So 124 to the read-write head will move to the location 183. So this is the graph with respect to the SSTF algorithm. So after drawing the graphs, next we need to find the seek time from current position to the next track. So first the seek time from 53 to 65, the difference, the magnitude value is 12. Again while moving from 65 to 67, the difference is 2, the seek time is 2. Again from 67 to 37, the seek time is 30. Similarly, from 37 to 14, the difference means the magnitude value is 23. Again from 14 to 98, the distance is 84. Similarly, from 98 to 122, the difference is 24. Again from 120 to 124, the seek time is 2. Again from 124 to 183, the seek time is 59. So now our task is to find the total head moment. So total head moment is the sum of all the seek time. So in this example, By applying SSTF algorithm, the total head moment becomes 236. Next we'll see the advantages and disadvantages of SSTF scheduling algorithm. The advantage is throughput increases. So as we are servicing the requests that are closer to the current head position, seek time will decreases. So it will increase in the throughput. So disadvantage is the overhead to calculate the seek time in advance. So since the SSTF algorithm will work by servicing the request with minimum seek time, so we need to calculate the minimum seek time track from the current head position. So the overhead is involved in the calculation of the seek time in advance. So this is the disadvantage of SSTF algorithm. Thank you.